Lions fans, what's going on, One Pride family? It is Victory Friday, and man, oh man, do it feel good. It feels so good, man. Oh, last night was absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Electric. I probably didn't go to bed till about 3 o'clock. So, this Victory Monday, I'm not going to go over anything. Going forward, I'm not going over anything that I've been doing in the previous videos. All my points and theories, I'm done with that. Now it's just going to be strictly, hey, let's talk about what's going on in the current moment and moving forward. So I just want to put that out there. You know, your fandom is your fandom. Mine is mine, right? So, listen, a couple of things yesterday. First and foremost, the injury with Brian Branch. Didn't really talk about that last night, but it took every ounce of oxygen out of my body when I seen the replay where he got injured. I for sure thought that it was an Achilles tear. Simply because he stepped back. When that leg goes back and you're injured, usually it's not good. But it turned out it was an ankle situation, and you know, once I seen him on the sideline getting retaped and everything else, man, it was the biggest relief because we can't afford that. We already, you know, we down CJ and Kirby's not back yet. We still don't have Mosley yet, so you know, we don't need any more huge injuries. It's a blessing that we're getting ready to get this little break that we're having right now before our next game here at home, to allow guys to get some good recovery, man, some healing, man, you know what I'm saying? So, couple of things last night. Dan Campbell, at the end of the game, I've been, you know, listening to the radio. You know, a couple of people has voiced it out on social media about having guys in last night at the end of the game. Me, I didn't per se have a real problem with it, simply because of the style of football we were playing. I knew what they were doing. They were running that clock, you know, hiking the ball, you know, giving it to Montgomery, letting him get his 100 yards, pass his 100 yards, but chewing up clock to end the game. What we did last night, we went too conservative, I felt like, in the third quarter. I knew they were trying to run the clock, but, you know, you got to keep your foot on the gas. We went hardball last night. If you're a Michigan fan, you know exactly what I'm talking about. We went hardball last night. And I didn't really like that. But at the end of the game, it was a little bit more understandable. Third quarter, I wanted to see them continue to be aggressive and throw that ball down the field. But we decided to run the football very, very heavy. And it kind of stalled us just a little bit. So, you know, with that said, just some of the things I noticed, I don't want them to be, you know, that passive aggressive. I want full aggressiveness all the time when it comes to this team. So, you know, it is Green Bay. We definitely could have ran that score up if we wanted to. We really could have. But you can just tell with the play calling at that third quarter, it was a little vanilla-ish, simple plays. But I know Ben Johnson has that arsenal, and he could have pulled out a couple of things. So, anyway, moving along. We move on to Carolina next. So, obviously a situation where the next two teams on the schedule, as I was explaining before, are a little bit lighter. And we get closer to receiving J-Mo back. So after those two games, J-Mo will be returning versus the Ravens, which gives us a different factor because, you know, yeah, the Ravens will have, you know, something to game plan on, but when you inject a J-Mo, not knowing how many reps he's going to get, you know, obviously he still cannot practice. Yes, he can go to the facility, get treatment, and do everything else, but he can't practice with the team. So we'll see how many reps we get or if any, that game from him. But at the same time, it just adds a different type of, weapon and different dimension to, your offense when he's there and he's available, because he has the speed and ability to take the top off of a defense. Obviously, Marvin Jones, I love him. I love Marvin Jones, but Marvin Jones is old. He's 33. His hands ain't the greatest this year. And yeah, so he may end up being the guy, the odd man out in that situation. But yeah, Josh Reynolds been, he's been really good for us. Really good for us. Always had the chemistry with Goff simply because of him being over there with with Goff with the Rams. But he's been very, very good for us. And I've really been, I really admired the job that he's been doing. I did not really expect him to be able to, make big plays the way that he has. So a lot of really big passes for him. And it's been fun to watch that. So, like I said, go get healthy. Offensive line, we still dinged up and binged up, but they did a pretty good job yesterday. No complaints whatsoever for me, right? We got to clean up the penalties. I felt like we was getting some penalties that we just did not need yesterday. But looking overall yesterday as a team, we played very, very well. Once again, just want to say, Aaron Glenn calling that defense yesterday was another masterpiece. They were aggressive and hungry out there. And, shout out to Benito Jones. Benito showed up in overalls with the cowboy hat and the boots, just like Vince Wilfork. If you guys have not seen the Vince Wilfork clip on Hard Knocks when he was with the Texans, you need to go watch it. It would literally brighten your day. So you need that in your life, trust me. Thank me later. But he showed up yesterday, and when I seen that picture, I was like, oh yeah, it's on. It's on, man. These dudes, they ready to go, so but yeah, we'll continue to watch the situation with these injuries, see who's healthy, any roster movement or things like that. We'll keep an eye on that situation. We got some time, so in between time, I want to go ahead and give you guys a couple of extra videos, man. I want to talk about Brian Branch. I also want to talk about Sutton. Sutton does not get enough love. Sutton has been so good you don't hear about him. He has been. Quarterbacks are not throwing his way. They're not throwing his way. He's been that good. So anytime you don't hear about a corner, usually it means something good. And with him, it is exactly that. Sutton has not been getting a lot of those flowers, man. So yeah, Sutton, man, has been absolutely amazing. So I want to do some breakdown on him as well. And of course, Bugs, man. Bugs coming back, rallying that defensive line, being a vet that he is, challenging them, and pretty much waking everybody up and saying, hey, man, where's our nasty at? This is what we are. We making coach look bad. So players get coaches fired. Players get coaches fired, right? So when they had that bad game against Seattle, just wasn't getting that push. And, like I said, Alim McNeil has to have somebody with him. He dropped weight, more for a pass rush situation, but at the same time, he dropped pounds, so the double teams, it's not going to fare well for him. He don't have all that extra height behind him. So he needs somebody else that's going to be able to, draw some of that attention in the middle. And, instantly when you get that, it helps everybody out. So you seen Alim McNeil be able to get to the quarterback yesterday, which was huge. So, just a couple of things to look at, man, on this Victory Friday. And, man, we about to enjoy this weekend. So once again, we can go in on Sunday and laugh at some of our interdivision opponents. Man, the Bears and the Vikings, good Lord, 2 dumpster fires that we get to watch and point and laugh at. So, you know, with that said, man, it's gonna be a long stretch to the next game for us Lions fans. I know we hungry, man. We greedy. we want more and more. But, you know, just gotta understand the process. So leave it in the comments section. Let me know what you guys are feeling right now. What type of day you having at work. I walked through the door with this jersey on, and my Lord. Man, those Lions, go Lions, 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 Lions. So, you know, the bandwagon is coming back. All the Patriot fans that's coming back now all of a sudden, well, I always love my Lions, and you know how it goes, right? So, you know, all the forfeiters are coming back. So, with that said, leave it in the comment section, man. Let me know how you feeling right now about your team. Anything that you want to put in there, just drop it down, and make sure you guys like this video. Please like this video and share. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. I've checked my analytics, man, and 95% of my viewers are not subscribed. Please hit the subscribe button. I know some of you guys don't want to log in with the email and everything else. I get it. But do it for me. Do it for me, because it helps me out, man. So make sure you guys subscribe and hit that notification bell, so when I do drop content, you'll be the first to know. And with that said, man, I'll catch you guys probably this weekend with some good content. I'll see you later.